My name is Alvin Liu. I'm an assistant professor of ophthalmology in the retina division at the Wilmer Eye Institute, Johns Hopkins Medicine. Clinically, I take care of patients with medical and surgical issues of the retina, such as age-related macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, and retinal detachment. My research interest centers on the application of artificial intelligence in ophthalmology. In recent years, artificial intelligence in the form of deep learning has garnered tremendous attention due to its ability to transform different fields, such as facial recognition, natural language processing, and image analysis. The field of medicine is also on the verge of being transformed by artificial intelligence, and among the medical specialties, ophthalmology is leading the charge. Let me start with some background information. The concept of AI has been around for decades, and it can be divided into general and narrow AI. General AI aims to train a machine to think and act like a human. An example would be Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator movie series. Narrow AI aims to train a machine to be very good at specific tasks, such as the chess-playing IBM computer Deep Blue. Machine learning is a form of AI that uses data to train a system in order to recognize patterns and make predictions. And deep learning is a specific form of machine learning that is particularly good at pattern recognition for tasks such as medical image analysis. My research centers on the application of deep learning in ophthalmology, and I like to highlight two areas of my focus. First, I'm using deep learning to develop a novel survival prediction tool based on digitized cytopathology images of uveal melanoma. As a rough analogy, just like you can get a nevus or melanoma on your skin, you can have a nevus or melanoma in the back of your eye. Uveal melanoma is the most common primary intraocular cancer in adults. Currently, the gold standard for survival prediction involves taking a sample of tumor cells, store them in a special medium, and send them off for a complex gene expression profile test. This test takes days and thousands of dollars to process, and it's only available in the United States. Our central hypothesis is that deep learning methods, when applied appropriately in cytopathology image analysis, could predict a tumor's metastatic risk that correlates with its underlying genetic and/or molecular information. Our preliminary data shows a 75% accuracy in predicting the gene expression profile of a tumor from H&E-stained pathology cytology images alone. Given gene expression profile is highly correlated with survival, if further validated, our image-based metastatic risk assessment tool could serve as an alternative that is more rapid, affordable, and accessible to patients with uveal melanoma worldwide, including underdeveloped areas. Second, my research involves using deep learning methods to analyze optical coherence tomography (OCT) images. OCT technology can image the retina non-invasively and at micron-level resolution, and has changed and revolutionized the diagnosis and management of many major blinding diseases, such as age-related macular degeneration and diabetic retinopathy. The most widely used OCT metric, called the central subfield thickness, is often used as an endpoint to evaluate treatment efficacy in clinical trials. However, the central subfield thickness only modestly correlates with the most important functional metric, that is visual acuity. Our hypothesis is that the combined configuration and spatial relationships between pathologic images on OCT are more informative than central subfield thickness in vision prediction. If we are successful, deep learning-based OCT metric that more closely correlates with visual acuity than CST will provide a useful secondary endpoint in clinical trials and a tool for tracking progression or improvement in clinical practice. Ultimately, I'm an optimist and believe that AI technology will change ophthalmology and medicine as we know it for the betterment of mankind. We are only at the beginning of this dazzling AI revolution, and I can't wait to see what our future will be like in 10, 20, or even 30 years from now. Again, it's been a pleasure for me to share my research with you, and thank you for your attention.